Welcome back everybody to Extreme Off-Road Silly Builds, and today we're dealing with the 2016 Abarth 695 Biposto. Now this has 668 horsepower, 682 pounds-feet of torque from a 2 litre turbocharged inline 4 engine. The car itself now weighs 1,984 pounds, has off-road tyres, all-wheel drive and off-road suspension, all of which is new to this car, and it can now do 0 to 60 in 2.964 seconds, 0 to 100 in 6.451 seconds, and going to a top speed of 185 miles an hour. So yeah, this car is well and truly out of its comfort zone with all of the extras that we've given this car and what it is going to be dealing with on the course, but still the stats on the whole look fairly positive. Speed, acceleration, launch and braking were all fairly good. Handling wise, a little bit on the weak side, but because it weighs so little it should hopefully be alright in terms of agility, but it also might get thrown around by the jumps and bumps because of how little it weighs. And off-road capability is decent considering it is a car that was, although road legal, it was certainly more track focused than the original Fiat 500 upon which it is based. So yeah, this could go either way. Hope it's going to be at least quicker than the 595 Abarth that we had in a couple of episodes back. This should hopefully not fall over like that car, given it's a much newer car, and we can only raise it in terms of ride height by 0.9 of an inch. So yeah, didn't get the most amount of ground clearance out of the off-road suspension, but sometimes that's just the way it goes. So hopefully the lack of suspension travel and ride height won't impact this car too badly. I've given it a wider track up front and rear just to give it that little bit of extra balance, because obviously it is quite a small car, got very little wheelbase, it's quite narrow, it's got a bit of a high centre of gravity, even though this is stripped out to be more of a racer. Yeah, if we can beat the 595 then I'll be pleased with that, but I'd really rather like to be nearly as quick as the Lancia Delta S4 from the previous episode. That was properly quick, getting comfortably into the top 10. I'd like this to be able to do it just as well, although obviously it is way more out of its comfort zone than that Lancia was. Even though that Lancia was the road going version of the rally car, it is still a rally bred car and had all-wheel drive as standard, something that you can't say about this car in either respect. Certainly agile, certainly turns in rather nicely, but then it was at least front wheel drive originally, so it's used to power going through those front wheels, and it was really rather agile in its standard form. So it's good to see that it's not lost any of that capability. It's dealing with the power going through the rear nicely enough as well. Not as much oversteer as you might expect for such a short wheelbase car. Although there is some there, it's nowhere near as prevalent as I feared. And neither are we getting as bounced around as I feared as well, because when you have such a low ground clearance, it's easy for you to keep catch on every bit of ground that you're on, basically, and you can have basically a pendulum effect where the more you hit, the more you bounce, and then you bounce further and further, so you can't really have any control whatsoever, purely because your wheels aren't on the floor anymore. Nearly lost it there, just about clawed it back. Well, we're not as quick as the Lancia from the previous episode, but we're far faster than the 595 from a couple of episodes back at 3 minutes 19.224, which is, yeah, really quick. That's that's more than 8 seconds quicker than the 595, and 3 minutes 19 gets us, yeah, comfortably, 3 minutes 19.224 gets us comfortably into the top 40. We beat the likes of a McLaren 620R, a Cupra Urban Rebel Concept, Lexus RCF Track Edition, so we're quicker than some, track versions of other cars, 620R, RCF and the like, as well as the Hot Wheels Pontiac Fiber Trans Am Custom, and off-road vehicles like the Illumicraft Class 1 Buggy, Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro, Cupra Formentor VZ5, the Jeep Gladiator Rubicon, and the Celine Sport Truck. So quicker than some serious off-road competition as well as other kind of track cars, but we are slightly slower than a Hot Wheels Diora 2, a Lincoln Co number 100 Cyan Racing 03, a Lamborghini Cyan Roadster, and a Cupra Tavascan Concept. So we're kind of mid-table thereabouts in terms of cars that are properly quick, but still, considering all of the elements going against this car, it could have been a hell of a lot slower and a hell of a lot worse to drive. But on the whole, it was really rather fun to drive, and had no real issues either going for it. It had some oversteer at times, but it was easy enough to catch, and yeah, at the end of the day, it had plenty of agility, really rather great acceleration, decent top speed at times, and handled all the off-road elements nicely as well, considering what kind of car it is. So on the whole, fairly impressed by it, and yeah, did a lot better than I expected. Nonetheless though, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.